What you said about the zebras and the stripes is so fucking perfect.
But it's the zebra mentality, you know, among politicians. It's like it goes back to that. I think it's Jordan Peterson that talks about the zebras and how they'll do a study on zebras, and it's in the Maps of Meaning book, I believe, and they'll mark one red to study it, and then the predators take that zebra down because the zebra's stripes aren't camouflaged to their surroundings; they're camouflaged to each other, so they're not easily identifiable. And so 4 or 5 lions can't take one zebra down if they all look the same. And in politics, I believe that's what's happened, especially on the left, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like I don't see a whole lot of difference in people on the left and the right anymore. I think we're all just like you said, we all are trying to just effectively accomplish the same thing, just in different ways. And it's really easy to get angry at somebody that's on the same level as you than somebody that you don't even know exists, which is like with these private equity companies and these people in the background that do all the the enemy that so what's happened is going back to the zebra thing. What I think has happened is, like, especially in politics, the reason why Hillary Clinton can be against gay marriage and then for transgender kids in a very short period of my lifetime, and a whole bunch of other politicians with her, is that they're all just constantly rearranging their stripes so all the zebras look just alike, because as soon as one of them looks a little bit different, you know, like
it's a great analogy.
Like Tulsi Gabbard or whatever, I don't know, there's plenty of people besides. That's just the first one that comes to mind that's like, you know, trying to be a Democrat and upholding most of what the Democratic Party would have wanted her to uphold up until very recently, but because she didn't rearrange her stripes, it's like, you're dead. But there's a whole bunch of more like her too that aren't even in politics anymore.
What you said about the zebras and the stripes is so fucking perfect. It's all what the country wants to hear and what the party agrees upon, what the zebras all agree on. When you just said that, that's it perfectly. And as it morphs, as it gets into trans kids, you got to support trans people in the military. Whatever it is, they just all fucking hop in line. What flag am I putting in my Twitter bio?
And there's this like general anger that I think that dwells in a lot of us towards the system that we realize is inefficient and ineffective and rigged. But it's just too complex, at least individually, and through the means of the internet, for us to identify who our enemies really are. And but I think there's a lot more in common between the patriotic cosplaying type people who talk all the time about, like, you know, that, and the people who are like Antifa. I actually think that they're two of the same cloth. They both just don't really realize